What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Rails. We are a recovery podcast dedicated to ending the stigma of addiction through open discussion on all things recovery related. My name's Mark, and we got Dave here. And
Hello.
Happy Tuesday out
Yes,
there.
happy Tuesday. Tuesday, March, February?
February 28th.
February 28th.
Yes,
Can't believe
sir.
can't
Last day of
believe
February. We're heading into spring here soon. And
yeah.
it's looking up, Dave. How the hell are you, man?
Oh man. Doing okay. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Had a good week. Um it's funny, I've been much more diligent on recording my workouts, like just not all of my exercises that I do, but kind of like the main ones. I want to make sure I remember what my weight was at.
Mhm.
And in doing so, I kind of record how many days I've been working out just by looking at it. So for the month of February, if I keep things on pace, I only miss one day. So
And you might need that day. Gotta listen to that
yeah,
body, as they say.
yeah, yeah. That was February 3rd or something like that. I did not work out, so uh, that's been good. How's your week been?
It's been pretty good, Dave. Thank you for asking.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So if you recall, I had an interview last week. It's probably the biggest thing of my week. Was torn about it for a couple days. They offered me a job. I kind of looked through their resource manual, and I decided not to take the job. A couple things I didn't really line up with where I want to go in the future. And right now, I'm just focusing on working towards something I'm very passionate about. So still searching for a job. It also would not have made sense to pay for childcare at a loss.
yeah. That's always
Um,
tough.
yeah, and that was
But
that was one of the big deciding factors as well. So still looking for a job, still hanging out here in Lethbridge.
even
Um,
even saying that though, does that the fact you got the offer and that kind of thing, at least does it give you more confidence moving forward? Kind of
Absolutely, man.
get back out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
good.
my sister was here to visit. It was great having her. Um, Brought her back to the airport on Thursday, so had a nice little drive to Calgary, and
Calgary, you love that drive.
I do. I'm getting to know it very well. You drive straight, you turn 90 degrees, and then you drive straight for longer. It's a very boring drive. Now, cool note. I got my addiction studies certificate in the mail this week
Nice.
from Mount Royal University. So that was something I was working on all year. Finally got it in the mail, so I'm happy about that. And hopefully getting into that field soon, guys. Outside of what myself and Dave do. And yeah, man, this week's been good.
That's awesome. That is good to hear.
Now, Dave, you had one of your good buddies come visit. How was that?
Yeah, my good buddy Jason came up.
Shout out, Jason.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Like not a lot of people would drive in the winter time from Southern Ontario up to the Sioux visit his buddy. So greatly appreciative of that. And it was good, man. We just kind of hung out, worked out each day, sauna. Came to practice the one day I had practice. He came into town, so it was good catching up with him. And I say he's a good buddy, but really, he's family. He's become family over the last little while, and it's nice having someone that generally cares about your kind of well-being and making sure you're doing well, and checking up on you. And so, yeah, shout out. And I think I've kind of redefined my friendship levels. I think I've a lot of my good friends, I say I'd put more into the family category, like yourself. uh, and and then you have some good friends and people that maybe you were friends with that you just don't really you don't keep in chat, you don't keep in touch with everybody. That's okay. People come and go out of your life, but yeah. Anyway, the week was good, and he took off this morning bright and early. So it's just been kind of back to just me and the dogs here at Batchewana Bay.
Now, Dave, got a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
I think I know the answer, but gonna fire it off anyway, given this is a recovery podcast.
Yes.
But having friends like Jason, um, how great is it to just have a friend like that who, there's no pressure to say like go drinking, or you could just like kind of be your authentic self. Um, like I
Yeah.
know for me, being around people like that and like yourself is a great feeling, and being able to have that like great support.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a really good point because like he doesn't, he'll have a drink, whatever. I don't know, like how often or whatever, but he doesn't really like drinking. So I know him coming up here not drinking for 4 days isn't a big deal to him. Where some people in my life it would be.
Yeah,
So it's definitely nice not having that thought in your mind. Like, I wonder if he's, really having a good time because he'd rather be having some pints right now or whatever. Right. So, for anyone that's out there, that's, there are, there are regular people that also, don't necessarily enjoy drinking or doing drugs. And, you can find you can find those people as well, right? They don't always have to be people that are in recovery. It's great to have those, people as well, right? And people you meet and whatnot. That's awesome. But there can be some friendships you had previous, or new friendships you can make with other people, that don't necessarily have that, the addiction issue and things. So it is definitely very cool. I'm lucky to have and then my couple buddies in Windsor too. Like, I know they like to have some drinks, but they're also, when I hung out with them, they didn't drink. So it's kind of nice to know that it's not like the be all and end all for them either. Uh, yeah, it's kind of a ramble there, but
that was good,
you
man.
get what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So,
Now, another question.
oh, it's firing them
Um,
off.
so
The
last
Riddler.
week we went through some goals for the year,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Now, I want to ask you for the first week, and I'll speak a bit on myself after. How's it been going the first week for your goals?
For not bad, not bad. I would say the you know working out one's been good.
Mhm.
Uh, I gotta I have to pull up my goals here. You know, I know the French one. I've not been working on it.
Yeah.
Did I lose you there, or you still
Nope,
see me?
I'm here listening, buddy.
All right. Um, the full time job one was a goal. That's still in the works. So that one's kind of stable. The French one haven't worked on. I did try to work on it in the car when I was driving the one day, but yeah, my head wasn't into it, and it was hard to concentrate.
Mm.
So I guess my physical goals I've been working on have kind of been, I would say, the ones that I've been the best at working towards this week. My flexibility, I've been paying more attention to that. Um, you know, so all in all, going forward, not backwards. I'll tell you that.
There you
So
go. And that's all we can ask for.
yeah. How about you? Same question.
Ooh, thank glad you asked. Like yourself, physical goals are going well. Um, I missed a day journaling though.
Okay. So you've been right on bang on like every day,
Yeah,
except
I just one day that day I had to get my sister into Calgary and stuff. So I'm hoping now that we're back to normal routine, I'm gonna really get into it, and I'm gonna get into the meditation. So I didn't meditate in the last week, but
Okay.
today's day one for that.
Nice.
So I felt it was my duty to be honest about those two things.
No, that's
Process here, guys.
I appreciate that. How about the water intake?
Water intake, killing it.
Nice.
Peeing a lot though.
Yeah,
But,
I've been peeing a lot. I've been having to wake up at night a lot,
mhm.
which I don't know if that's just my age or I'm drinking a lot of water during the day.
Yeah, maybe a bit of both.
Yeah,
I wake up at least once a night to pee.
yeah,
I wake up
yeah,
another 2 times to see Mila,
yeah.
but I can't get them on schedule either. It's the hard part.
It would be nice.
Yeah. So Dave, what do you want to talk about today?
Well, I mentioned this to you earlier, and I don't know if you had any thoughts on it since then, and I don't know if I'm going to even really craft this thought process properly or not, but I'll try. Uh, I was just thinking about, very early on in sobriety, you tend to try to stay away from people that are drinking. All right.
Mhm.
But let's just say, you are feeling comfortable enough to to be around somebody and it doesn't cause an issue or anything for you. And you just kind of, you work on, you make sure you have your exit plan and whatnot, all that stuff. And it's all good. And it's something, you feel personally that you got to work, it's your thing you got to work on. So, you work on it. But as time goes on, I find now in the recovery, and it's, still early on, just over 16 months, but for me, it feels a lot, a lot, it's big. That's big. That's pretty big,
Mhm.
Um, I had the thought of like, do you feel sometimes that someone that maybe doesn't necessarily have to be having a drink at a certain time that's around you, that all of us now it's like you just kind of feel like it's a bit not of a slap in the face, but like it would be nice if they could show appreciation to like what you're going through and just like, you know, not have one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've faced
Yeah.
those, but like,
I,
or if that makes sense.
I have. Um, yeah, I fully have been there. And, at the time I was like, I found it really disrespectful type thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, fuck, like, I'm right here, man. Like, if I have a drink, I could ruin my life again, type thing.
Yeah.
But then I reflected on it after we talked about it this morning a bit, and how like I kind of reflected back to me, like some people's dependents are so right. It's such a crutch for some people that I guess some people are like so caught up in themselves that they need it and they're not thinking about others, right?
Yeah.
All they're thinking about is like, let me get that type thing.
That's a real good point. I actually had a bit of that thought after too.
Mm,
And I would have been kind of probably the same boat
yeah.
back in the day. Uh, so, I get that as well for sure.
Mhm.
You know, but it was just kind of a thought I had, and it wasn't to like, throw shade at anybody or like to be like, I'm pissed off at somebody or like
No.
whatever. It's just kind of like how my thought process from very early on in those situations, focusing on like just getting through it and whatever, to later on kind of you establish those tools and now you're kind of thinking, it'd be nice if that person just showed a little, appreciation for what I've been going through, and maybe not necessarily have to have that drink,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, excellent point that, maybe that very person is having issues themselves too. And so maybe not, but they're just not thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
No, I think that's it's a tough situation.
yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah, I know ultimately they say not to like probably be around alcohol is probably not just the play anyway. But anyway, what about you? You got any?
It's very tough to do.
Yeah.
So like, because some situations you're just like, but
Yeah, it's it's tough to avoid at all costs, that's for sure. Like,
Mhm.
what do you got? You got anything? Any Mark thoughts?
Dude, I am drained today. Any thoughts for me? No,
No, I
no.
like it.
Just I'm grateful to be chatting with you today, man.
Yeah, me too.
It's been,
Missed you over the week.
dude. I missed you too, man.
Yeah,
So good to catch up.
we texted a little bit, but we both had company in town, so it was maybe a little bit different than normal. But
I'm gonna text you so much this week.
oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah, dude. I don't got a lot today, man. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to continue to do this podcast with you.
And I know one thing for sure on both of our goals, that staying sober every day, nailing that one.
Oh, you're fucking right. We are, buddy.
Yeah.
Um, this might be a shorter episode.
It's okay. Short and sweet's good sometimes, you know?
It is. If there's any topics that you would like us to touch on, let us know and we will dive right into them.
Yes. Also, we said March, we're releasing season 2. We are releasing March. It'll be March
March the 9th,
March the 9th.
2023. We will be releasing episode 1 of season 2. We really hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for bearing with us. As always, if you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out and ask for help. I know myself and Dave will do whatever we can. And once again, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening.